Good morning. My name is Timothytrespas, and I am very sick again. I passed last night with the terrible headache and the ringing in the ears and the nausea and the weakness and the horrible... Just keep going on, right? Through the pain, through the vomiting, through the ringing, through the headaches, through the screaming, through the fibers, through the torment, through the torture. What are you gonna do? Keep going on. Dear God. So, good morning. Today, I need to go to court with Petra. I don't even know what the date is today. Anyway, I think today or tomorrow is the last day, and then the marshal comes. Now, this lady who we live with told Petra, well, if you pay the rent, you can stay. And I told Petra, well, that's great if it's true. Just don't give her a dime until after the marshal, because if you give her money, the marshal will come in 2 days and lock you out, and you'll be out the money. If you wait till after the marshal comes and locks you out, and then she takes your money, then she's renegotiated a rental deal with you, and after 30 days, she'd have to go to court again to get you out. I don't believe her, I think she just... But what do I know? I don't talk to her now because I can't stand her, because she's so angry and she hates us so much. At least that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Screams at me about how it's not her problem and she doesn't care and blah 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 blah, and gets all up in my face, and like trying to provoke some violent reaction. The last time she did that, literally, she was like right there, all mad. And so I told her, I love you. And I pretended to like want to kiss her, and she got all backed up and, what are you, stupid? Oh no, you don't know me, blah 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 blah. And I said, oh, you're breaking my heart. I mean, I was being a jerk, come on. But I didn't know how else to break this spell of anger and hatred that she was, trying to get me to hit her or something. I don't know. Like, come on. Doesn't matter how angry I am. Well, that's not true. I take that back. You can get me so angry that I don't see anymore. And that scares me. Anyway, I haven't thrown up. It's usually better when I do, but I don't feel like making myself vomit. It's so unpleasant. This illness, this pain, this suffering. Now, yesterday was Sunday, the day that everybody's decided is God's day. So on the radio, I have a little AM FM radio, and on the AM radio there's some serious propaganda station, a religious station that plays this. Really, I don't like the music. And they do have a guy, Dr. Harold Camping, who's now deceased, who talks. And anyway, I was listening to a bunch of shows, and some of the things these people say, not Harold Camping, this other guy, this morning, he was talking about worship and how to properly worship the Lord, and if you don't worship the Lord right, it will result in death and horrible things. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I don't understand this, and I'm really trying to think about it. There's no way that I can put myself in God's place, so, but I would imagine that an entity, a being, whatever, that is capable of creating this entire multiverse, or whatever the truth is, at least this universe, and everyone and everything in it, supposedly, except for the stuff that man made out of the stuff that God made. And okay, so you see everything, you know everything, you are everything, you made everything, you sustain everything, you know the end from the beginning. So what would you want? Well, if you're a person, and supposedly we're made in the image of God, but I don't want to believe God is like a person, because people suck. Most of them. Well, not most of them, but many of them. We have fallen in our nature. We're, battling between the choice between doing right and wrong, good and evil, and all the million little gray areas that it seems there's an entire culture devoted towards slowly and methodically bringing humanity along into this place where it's okay to do whatever you want. Morality and ethics and compassion and kindness, and these are all just choices in a big game. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. And so back to the original point, while I still remember. Why would God need our worship? Oh, maybe I don't understand what worship is. When you love someone, or an animal, a plant, or whatever, even a thing, if you idolize it, you care for them as best you're able. You respond to them, hopefully in good terms, as best you're able. You want what's best for them, whether you can affect it or not. You want to see them happy and okay, and and why is this? Because they elicit some biochemical response in you, or some memories in you, or perhaps you just really, you're built that way. Your brain is functioning that way, and you love. Love is something that I think most everyone is capable of. It's probably possible to erase that or remove it, but it's I don't know what it is. It's a feeling. It's see, human beings are created in an interesting way. I don't fully understand it, but we're based with energy. Everything is energy, and the alignment of everything is geometry, which is somehow affected by energy, attraction and repulsion, and etc., etc. Now I lost my point. Why does God want our worship? We have this ability to feel things very deeply, and I believe that when we feel things very deeply, we utilize these channels of energy in our bodies and create energy that is projected, just as our speech is thought made into moving wind, which is sound waves, which is energy, which has an effect. So when we love, we're projecting energy. Science has shown this. They've measured biophotonic energy that travels faster than the speed of light, scalar energy that's created when someone has a good intention or sends healing or love. They've measured this halfway around the world, from what I can see. And so if you created something that could be so beautiful. And it can give you back this beauty and love that we can create and project, then I guess, maybe that's what God wants. I think God wants a relationship with each of us. Whatever that relationship is, whether we love Him, whether we hate Him, whether we, one way or another, it comes around. It comes back. It comes into focus. And those of us who focus more on it maybe have a better relationship. Then there's those who focus on it and they have no relationship. I don't know. I know that each person, although we're made from the same things, and we have variance in genetics and learning and experience, and so we're all different, uniquely special, and at the same time, same. We all need the same things. We all eat and whatever. I guess. I'm sure there's cases outside of everything that I say, because there's always an exception to everything. So anyway, I'm just trying to wake myself up and prepare for taking off these dirty clothes and finding some clean clothes and, excuse me, I'm making myself cry. Anyway, this guy on the radio made God sound like a person. And although people may be created in God's image, I don't think God is a person. I don't know, I'm sorry. This sickness, my brain is I'm getting dementia and all the symptoms it's progressing. And I notice it. I can barely tell a story without losing my place and forgetting entirely what I'm gonna be this rambling old man, and unless I lose my voice, in which case I'll stare at the wall a lot and figure out how to do something else. So I'm just trying to wake up and trying to keep it together. Keep it together, Tim, he said. Yeah, I know this is a crappy video, I'm sorry. Just, so difficult. So difficult. Now this morning, Petra said to me, "Where are you?" And I got angry. "I'm on the boat." "What do you mean, where am I?" About halfway between finishing the sentence, I stopped. And I said, "I'm sorry, I'm on the boat." And she said, "Well, because I heard somebody knock on the door last night, and I didn't know if it was you." And I realized, why... I can't... Why am I programmed? Why is my first response to be mad? Why? Because I think, oh, she's accusing me of something, and she thinks I'm lying to her, and I'm somewhere that I'm not, and da-da-da-da-da, and but no, she was just wanted to know. She was concerned. She didn't understand, and because I said maybe I'll be home last night. I just was too sick to go back to the room. It's 8:35. I've installed 4 thermometers in here. I have one by my bed, one at the top, one outside, and one by the floor. And strangely enough, the one by the floor in the front is always reading a couple degrees higher. It just may be off, I don't know. It says 48.9 right there. It says 55 up there and 44 outside. It's raining. Yes, it's still raining. And so I'm gonna have to put on my... Oh, it's really quite cold to wake up and be so sick. I put on my rain pants and my Gore-Tex rain thing that gets wet on the outside. Brilliant. strategy. Almost, the military makes this great stuff, and then it usually has one flaw. Gore-Tex on the inside and cotton on the outside. I don't know. Alright. Then I'm gonna have to get up and you know, stow everything on the boat and make sure it's not gonna break, and then get the lock and lock the things and climb up the wall and climb up the rope and climb up the ladder. Oh, I gotta go on shore and I gotta put all the metal things and all the other stuff under the tarp, climb over the ladder, walk through the train yard, walk through the Fresh Direct trucking place, and get my bike off the fence, and then pedal it over the Pulaski Bridge, which goes up, and then down, and back to, I don't know, 6 miles, 3 miles, I don't know, I gotta measure it again. I can't remember much anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna have my cola, and I'm just babbling, so thank you very much for caring at all. And when I feel better, hopefully I'll be happier. This will be more fun. Oh, God bless you all. Thank you, really. There's some people out there who are so sweet and so... Thank you. Really. Take care.